Hi everyone, my name is Ethan, commonly known as Sad Beetle. I am in the Red Boar Lifesteal Fighting Group, and today we are going to show you guys what all goes into putting on this armor and what exactly it all is for. Okay, so to start out, these are commonly known as greaves. Pretty simple concept. They just go right over your shins, so just below your knee. So if someone tries to chop you there, they don't get you. Next up, we have our leg and thigh armor. Obviously, it just protects your knees, which is one of the most vital joints, because if that gets hit, you're going down. And it goes all the way up to your upper thigh. Pieces. Alrighty, so next up is actually probably arguably one of the most important pieces of equipment we use, our gambeson. Now this is for extra padding protection, and it helps all the armor fit over you better. There are tons of different versions of these made throughout history, but this is the one I'm going to be using today. So. Alright, next up, now this one's based on preference, meaning, there's multiple kinds of body armor that people use. There's breastplates, which is a solid steel, just basically pretty heavy protection. Then there are brigadines. Now brigadines are kind of a mix between, I like to compare it chainmail and plate armor, because inside this fabric there are multiple, well, more than multiple, a lot of little individual plates. This helps with mobility because these can bend. So, yeah, brigadine. Next up, we have the main arm protection. Now, there are also plenty versions of these. Some people just have the basic elbow piece, but I prefer the full arm length, because it also helps protect your main forearm, along with your elbow. Alright, so this next piece may look a little weird, and again, they also come in multiple styles, but this is a gorget. It has other pronunciations too, but that's the one I like to use. This helps a little extra protection for the neck. This one not so much, but you know. This also helps anchor down my pauldrons, which are vital for your shoulder protection. And now, there are multiple ways to anchor things down, basically meaning attach your armor to you. For example, with the arm armor, on the gambeson, it has a little leather slot there, so we can tie the arms to. A lot of people choose to do that with the pauldrons. As of right now, I'm using the gorget to do it. So. Now, the next item that I am about to put on is my helmet, but before we do that, we like to put on, well, you really should every time, an arming cap. Basically, it acts virtually the same way as the gambeson, extra padding for your head, and also helps just with comfortability and all these other things. So. Right, so this is, I might need some help with this one, gents. It's my helmet that I use for combat. This is actually in a style known as the Griffin style, which was commonly used probably early 15th century to mid 15th century, but they were still a little around a little after and somewhat 14th century. But Yeah, so these weren't as common, but they were still used quite frequently. Alright, so I'm going to do my best to talk. The chin strap to help hold my helmet on is kind of, you know, restricting me a little bit, but... So these are our gauntlets. Also one of our primary protections, as we don't want broken hands when we're doing this. So, as you can see, mine are separated. And I say that because there are two types of gauntlets. There are these, and then there are clamshells. Now, clamshells are one solid piece to help further protect the hands. Mainly you use them with pole arms, which are basically spears or any lawn weapon. But I use a sword, which you'll see in a minute, so I'm going to use these. Now, the last thing we have to show you is, well, in my case, this is a hand-and-a-half sword. It's called a hand-and-a-half sword because you can actually switch between a single hand grip, meaning just one-handed, or you can use it with two hands. And this is my weapon of choice, and yeah. I hope you all enjoyed this video. May have looked a little chaotic, but hey. Y'all take care.